let me tell y'all,
Yeah.
this man's been around for a long time. And now that I think about it, I want to say since he was like 14 years old.
Yeah.
And we fell in love with his voice. Look at him. Y'all, Mario is here.
My bad. Was I supposed to, did I rush that?
Yeah, you rushed it. I was getting ready to give you a bunch of more.
Keep going.
No, let's talk. You were 14 when you came out?
I was 14 when y'all first heard. Well, technically, yeah, I was 14.
Dang.
Yeah, I was 14.
So you've been doing this, dang it, this is your whole life in this business.
Absolutely. I started in my grandmother's living room, my mother's living room.
How'd you get started? Like at 14, who discovered you? How'd you get your tape to the right person? What, Clive Davis or whatever? How'd that happen?
Yeah.
We didn't do a tape. Mine was like, I feel like I started at home because I was always singing at birthdays, church, you know what I'm saying, barbershops. The first time I ever got paid to sing was in a barbershop.
Really?
Yeah, my mother used to cut my hair at the crib. And then when I got older, she took me to the barbershop. And my first time going to the barbershop, she made me sing for all the dudes who had the chairs. And so I made like $120 that day. Everybody gave me $10. I wasn't, because by that time, I was already broken out singing in front of my family, singing in front of friends. Like, you feel me? So it was just like another day.
Well, who found you? Like at that age, who found you and said, let's give you a record deal?
So I started doing talent shows. Started with my elementary school talent show.
Wow.
Then I started doing talent shows at Coppin State College in Baltimore. And so Coppin State, this guy by the name of Anthony Jeter, he used to do talent shows there. And this particular talent show, I was like 11 years old.
Stop.
I was 11, and I was the youngest kid. Well, his niece was on it too, but I was like the youngest boy on the talent show. And we did the talent show. It was all older people. Matter of fact, when we went for the audition, I got so nervous because it was this long line outside of the school. By the time we got inside, you can hear everybody's thing from behind the door.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing like people sing like Boyz II Men songs, Whitney Houston. I'm like, wow, these people are so good. Like,
What did you sing?
I sung Boyz II Men. I'll Make Love to You.
Really? Okay, all right. We want to hear it. Come on, we want to hear Boyz II Men. Here we go. I'll make love to you. Wait, I'll make love to you?
Yeah.
At 11.
You know the song, right?
First of all,
You know the song. Yeah.
Oh my God, you were born to be
But
sexy.
I said, let me love you at 18. I didn't know nothing about love.
That's true, too.
Right.
Look
Okay.
DeDe in her eyes when you
I'm
sing
just
it,
a
so
vessel.
you can make her day.
Don't.
Okay, then look at me.
I'm going to look at both of y'all. How about that? I'm going to look at both of y'all. Close your eyes, make a wish, and blow out the candle lights. For tonight is just your night. We're gonna celebrate. All through the night, pour the wine. Light the fire. Girl, your wish is my command.
Wow. You have like perfect pitch, like or
look at
something
it.
like.
I see.
Oh wow! Like you're that
we went crazy.
good.
Thank
Like
you.
you're that
Thank
good. Did you have to take lessons? Do you have to take lessons even when you're a singer now? Do people still take lessons?
I do warm-ups, but I don't take lessons.
Okay.
You never took them?
No, I never took
You've been
lessons.
singing
But did
for
you have a
so
vocal
long.
coach or anything?
My mother.
Really?
No, she played the piano. She got me a karaoke machine when I was like 9 years old, and that was like Bible to me. You know what I'm saying? You could like play the CD, and I would record myself singing whatever was on the CD. So from Boyz II Men to Stevie Wonder, Joe, like all the greats.
I'm
Whitney
about to buy
Houston.
my
I
son
was, you know
a
what I'm
drum
saying?
set. I'm tired of
If
playing.
your child got a talent, all you got to do, because I think that was her way of keeping me like away from the streets.
Yeah.
And
That's
like
true.
really,
Yeah.
she's like, you know what? How am I going to protect him from Baltimore? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this was like something that she knew I loved. So if your child has a talent, like a good way to keep them locked into something is to feed them. Keep it around them.
You just got to know what that is, because sometimes parents will go against it. They'll go against the grain and everything. I was like,
Mama,
Mama.
they want you to be something that you want.
I was like, Mama, I can sing. My mom was like, you're going to play volleyball. I was like, no, Mama, I can sing.
Right.
No,
God.
no, this is just so interesting to me that your whole career and the story with what you've done. I think it's just so amazing.
Thank you.
By the way, being from Baltimore, you don't say tew and few.
Yeah, I
And,
lost it. I've been out of that city for so long, on and off.
Okay.
But when you get mad, do it come back?
Yeah, it do sometimes. But when I'm around like people from Baltimore, it come back immediately. It's
really?
crazy. Yeah,
the tew and how they
All
say
of it.
how they
To
Yeah,
do,
my aunt
do,
lives in Towson.
To Doug.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
know
I
what
think
I'm
it's so
saying?
funny, but I don't hear that with
She
you,
sounds
so I
like
love
that
it.
all the
Yeah.
time.
I love it. Okay. Okay, so Mario, you're 11 years old, and then all of a sudden you get your first record at 14. What was the biggest check you got? Like, how old were you when they handed you a big check, and what was it?
I had a guardian, so I didn't even really see
didn't
what
see
type
it?
of checks I was getting until I was like 17, 18. I ain't gonna hold you.
But
But
dinner
when I-
changed, didn't it?
Yeah, but I was real, like, I had a guardian at the time. So I think, like, when I first saw a real check, my first check was like 300-something thousand for a show that
Oh,
Jesus.
oh, okay.
$300,000
Yeah.
even back then.
It was-
At
Yeah,
17.
I did. Before 17.
Before 17.
But when I
Before
actually saw
17.
my own bank account when I had control, I was like 18.
See, and that's why I knew. I'm
My
gonna say
first big
something.
check I saw was like 300,000.
I'm gonna say something embarrassing, but
Okay.
I wanted to braid your hair,
That's fire.
and I knew.
Could you braid those? Could you really braid?
No, but I would have learned.
You
I
were
would
gonna
have did everything to
You know
learn.
what's crazy? I used to travel because I was 14. So the girl who was braiding my hair at the crib, she couldn't travel with me. She was my age.
was
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so I used to have to go from state to state finding girls that could braid hair.
Did you have a
Really?
crush on her? Is that why braid my hair came out?
Because I was that was my girlfriend.
Oh, really?
And so
okay.
the actual song came about because I was mad that she wasn't in New York with him. Like, yo, I'm about to just cut my hair, bro. This is crazy. Half my hair was out,
Wow.
and I had just came back from overseas. So
Really?
they can't. I don't know about now, but back then they didn't braid the same. Like, you feel me? It was like I was in London, like you couldn't really find the vibes.
That's a fact.
So hold on,
That's
Mario. Let
crazy.
me ask a question.
Yeah.
Can I be? We can be totally honest
Yeah,
right now,
for sure.
because you're telling us about when you were younger. I had heard a
Yeah.
rumor too that because you were in this business,
Yeah.
right, and you were around a lot of grown women,
Yeah.
your first sexual encounter was with a very older woman who was famous. Is that true?
Who was famous?
Uh
She
huh. They
was
said she went by the name.
semi-famous.
She went by the name Superhead.
What? Hell nah.
No, that was a lie.
I never
told
even
you
met this
this?
lady
No,
before
somebody
in my
said
life.
no.
That-
There
let's
was
kill
a
that rumor.
no.
That's
There was
crazy.
That's fine.
You've never heard that. There was a rumor that you lost your virginity
That's
in the game to
crazy.
her, and
Who
everybody was
says-
like,
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I
and-
never even met this lady
"Really?
in my life.
Okay, okay.
I didn't know who she was until I started seeing it on blogs.
Right,
Oh,
right,
okay.
right,
but you,
right,
had
right.
you never heard that rumor?
Never.
Oh,
in
But
my
you
life.
know, speaking
But
of rumors,
but
though,
it was an older woman though that in the business.
No.
Your
No,
first
no, no,
time?
No, not my first. Nah, my first. I lost my virginity when I was 11 years
Damn.
old. And
Well-
it wasn't to anybody in business.
Oh, you
Right,
just as
right.
grown.
but speaking of rumors, though, a lot of the times, especially in this industry, you're not going to hear all the rumors
Right.
said about you, right? Because you're
Yeah.
so big.
Yeah.
But was there ever a point in your career that you wanted to give up, like that you just didn't want to do it no more? I mean, you started so young.
I think not give up because I told my grandmother I would never do that on her dying bed. You feel me? But take a break for sure. Like
Yeah.
just take a break from my own sanity, from my own understanding of who I am as a person outside of Mario. Absolutely.
I want to ask something real quick. I do want to jump
I
back.
did
You
do
said,
that.
you said guardian earlier. My bad.
Yeah.
Is that like who raised you?
Well, I was raised by my mother and my grandmother, my family.
Gotcha.
But when I was 13, I got adopted.
Okay.
Oh,
So
I didn't know that.
I got adopted by my first manager when I was 13 years old.
Oh,
but
you're
he-
actual manager.
Yeah.
Oh.
But he saw, like, he knew my mother because he saw me at that talent show.
Okay.
So that's kind of how,
He knew.
you know what I'm saying? And then
okay.
he tried to we tried the group thing with people and all that, but
Yeah.
I ended up going solo.
Okay.
He saw the talent.
Sure.
in you.
Mario,
Yeah.
is it Mario or Mario? I heard people call you two different ways.
I hate when they call
It's
you
Mario.
Mario.
Oh, it's
I know
Mario.
Yes.
Hey, baby,
You said
it's
it right.
Mario.
I hate when they call him Mario.
heard
I'm
it?
like, who told y'all that?
I know it. That's what I wondered, right? So what happened? It seems like, you were on this high, you were everywhere, and then all of a sudden we didn't hear from you for a while. What was going on?
I can't remember exactly what time period you're talking about because I feel like there's been a lot of ups and downs as far as me coming, in and out of the spotlight.
Yeah.
But I guess I would say the first moment I could remember was probably when I was about 20 years old. And it was in between me leaving my production company and like kind of restarting my relationship with the label again. And it was after I went on tour with Destiny's Child, right? And so I was like in between management. And really, I was just really learning the game and like understanding like, what it was outside of being, managed by someone that had adopted me. So I had to figure out like, just who the team was going to be and what I was doing all on my own. You
People
feel me?
don't
So,
realize
yeah.
that's the
you
part
were
you don't
thrown
know.
into this.
Yeah.
Like you, not thrown in like in a
Yeah.
bad way, but you were thrown into this when you were like 14, and it took you a minute to learn the game, but you had already been successful in the game.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
wild.
But it's a part of like, some people come in and they have their parents or, people who,
Yeah.
are still with them from point A to point B.
Right.
And some artists have it a more challenging journey where they switch so many teams, and because you're trying to find that space that feels right. You know what I'm saying? The team that understands who you are both on and off stage, and that can
And
grow
you
with you.
grew
You
as
feel
a
me?
person, so you have changed.
Yeah.
Are you and that manager still cool?
Yeah, we cool. We
You still
cool.
cool?
Yeah,
Still
we cool. It's no like I'm a grown man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's no hard feelings, nothing. I appreciate what he did. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be where
Yeah.
I'm at
Where you
today.
at.
And he knows that. I know that.
Right.
I'm not the type of person to ever take, take away someone's glory in
Yep.
any way. You know, they're good karma or whatever.
Good for you.
Yeah, nah.
Good for you.
There's no
You
hard
say that
feelings.
too, DeDe.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I'm
I
never
don't-
gonna talk bad. You can't
Nah.
talk bad about folks. We helped you get to a certain point too.
Never.
Right?
And it's business.
Yeah.
It's music business.
Yeah,
You
and
know
it's
what I'm
that's
saying?
the other
At
side
the
that
end
people
of the day.
don't see. Were you ever nervous about your fan base? So when you're going through some of this kind of stuff and you're finding your way, were you ever nervous about your fan base?
No, not really nervous about the fan base. Just more so focused on growing as an artist, showing my growth, and like what's the next conversation musically. More so nervous about that, and like, okay, who is supposed to be on the journey with me? Because for me, I've always been about the journeys, and I know life is more about the journey than the destination. Like I understand that, and that's something I live by, like being present. And I also feel like by the age of 23, I became a mystic, and that changed my whole perspective
mystic?
on
What
like
is that?
life and everything.
Mystic.
It's like I don't believe or follow any specific religion. I'm just a spiritual
You're
person
spiritual,
who kind
okay.
of just I study everything,
Okay.
right? And so I kind of take myself out of the physical experience and like observing everything that's happening in the world in terms of anything that's physically tangible, and
Yeah.
focus on the things that I feel,
Internally.
energetically.
Ah.
Right? And I move from that place.
Okay.
I live from that place.
From more
what
of
I
it.
eat, what I read, what I listen to, everything.
It's all important to
It's
you.
more study. This
Yeah.
is like it's a school. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's more of a, cause and
That's so
effect type of
crazy.
thing than it is of like
Are you in a relationship?
interesting.
right now, yeah.
Yeah. How long y'all
Yeah,
been
yeah.
together?
Like almost a year.
She's real smart. She's a smart lady.
She's very in tune.
I can tell. Yeah, you guys must sit up and have some real good conversation. Do you
crazy.
smoke at all or do any gummies?
Sometimes.
Yeah, y'all
Yeah.
really get good conversations, don't you?
Nah, yeah, but even before that though, like I do shrooms here and there. I don't really smoke that much, but
Oh,
like
good. Okay.
I like
You do
I can get a
shrooms?
high
I be
off.
trying to tell
I
him
get a
about
high. I
shrooms.
get a high off of just like once I finish like my shows and everything, and I'm in a quiet space, and my quota starts coming back to me energetically, and I can get everything out of my space. My energy in my space alone is a high. Like,
Yeah.
it's,
I like
it's,
that.
Energy
it's
matters
crazy.
to you.
I like
I can
that.
tell. I
It
love that
matters a
too.
lot.
Yeah.
It is.
It's kinda
People don't know
crazy.
that.
But I put the work in. I worked on it for years, till I can get to a place where like nothing can really take me off my square unless I allow it to.
I told you, y'all want to get on this level? Do some shrooms.
Okay,
We should all
you
get
know what?
together.
Anyway, that's
You know
not-
what?
that's literally
I
not
would
what he
say this.
said.
I will say this though. I think that plant medicine is
Hey.
important. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? If you are trying to like give yourself that extra like little push, but it's not necessary. You don't have to do it to activate your pineal gland. You can do it without it. Or you know what I'm saying?
That's
you
a
can do it
fact.
without it.
Because if it's necessary, it becomes an addiction.
It's actually exactly.
Yeah.
I
And
love
so
it.
it's actually really powerful if you learn how to do it without it first. Cause then now you can work with it differently. Because it's a tool.
Yeah.
It's not
So
a
what you're
game.
talking about
Yeah.
then is some people always talk about, that eye. You open up that third eye. You do.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Some people think that there's that Illuminati thing that's in the entertainment business. Is
Yeah.
that going on? Is the
I
Illuminati
mean, I
real?
can't speak on what people think. you
Yeah.
know
Well, I'm
what
gonna
saying,
ask
how
you:
they
is
do
the
life.
Illuminati real in the
I can't
entertainment?
speak on that because that's not something that I can't speak on that
Okay.
because that's something that I don't really.
Get into.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't. But I will say that. Look, I'll put it like this: the same knowledge that can be used for good is the same knowledge that can be used for
Yeah.
evil,
I agree.
right?
It's how you use it.
And
yeah.
so it doesn't. It's about whose hands it in and who's actually, how they are creating their reality. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So,
That's the best way I
Everybody,
can
we
say it.
are talking to Mario. Singer Mario is live in the studio.
yes,
Yeah.
we are. So Mario, we was talking about like Usher and how he is starting to serenade people. And you know,
Yeah.
the first person, because I told you from 14 I wanted to braid your hair.
Yeah.
So the first person I can think of like serenading is you.
Okay.
And so my question to you is who in like the celebrity world,
Yeah.
right? What celebrity female would you serenade on stage? I mean, of course, respectful
There's
to
a
your
few that I
relationship.
would respectfully won't say.
Because they're married in relationships.
You know what I'm saying? Because, people be taking this stuff.
You in
They
that
do take
circle.
it serious.
You know what I'm saying?
You in that circle.
But let me see. Who would I serenade right now?
Sweetie.
I would serenade.
Sweetie?
He says,
Rihanna?
Sweetie's fire. I think Sweetie's fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sweetie's fire. But I would serenade Coco Jones.
Oh, yeah, Coco
Jones.
Jones.
I would
Coco
love
Jones
to see
just
that.
it's something different about Coco.
Y'all
I
could do
like-
a
I
song
like
together.
Please
Like
do
you
a
two,
song with
yeah.
Coco.
Coco fire. I like Coco. Let me see. It's a few.
Yeah, you guys should.
I gotta see.
Yeah. Okay. What are you looking on Instagram?
Yeah.
Or are you looking at your phone? Which one? Would you
I'm
get a
looking
lot
through
of
my-
women to hit you up on Instagram? All them Instagram chicks? Everybody hit you up in your
Yeah,
DMs?
but I don't even be open my DMs.
Oh, you
like
don't?
that.
You don't?
You don't, because I'm 14
Speaking-
messages in.
Speaking of
14
women,
messages.
So Mario, let's talk about this new song though. And so you're back with
Yes.
that. Let's talk
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
This one, tell me how you guys hooked up. Tell us about the album that's coming
mean,
out, the tour.
Absolutely. The tour is going incredible.
'Cause you're with
We'll talk
Neo?
about that. Yeah, me and Neo, Pleasure P. The
Nice.
tour is amazing. Main one is a fun. Man, I've been having fun.
Really?
Again, like making music. Like these last few years of creating music, I've just been tapping in with some of my friends and homies and like testing different genres of R&B. Because I'm going into album mode again. And yeah, I've just been trying to see what my fans respond to, right? Main one came about, me and Tiger was out one night with the whole gang. We just outside and we went back to the studio. You know, it's like, say this is the studio, right? And we brought the girls in. It's a vibe. It's a party
It's
in
a
the
vibe.
studio.
Yeah.
We brought the mic in the room and we just started listening to tracks. And the track Mike Crook sent over, Tiger was like, yo, this might be one of the ones. And we just started going back and forth, like really just like, he'll do a couple words, I do a couple words, and then it just naturally came about.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then
That was lit.
how'd you get with Lil Wayne? I
Wayne,
mean,
shit, the GOAT, man. I just hit him. Honestly, it was Andy out there. Honestly, Andy was like, yo, we was going through people who could be on the track. I was like, yo, I need to put somebody GOATy on here. Like, it gotta be somebody that's like legendary.
Right.
He's like, nigga, what about Wayne?
Yep.
I text Wayne like, bro, I'm about to send you something. I send it to him. They send it back in like a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is
We
so
did
great.
you
I
do
know
that?
it. I
Did
know
you
it.
do his verse?
This is, I love it.
Now listen, I watched the video. I got to be honest. You said you got a girlfriend.
Yeah. But
Mario.
she cool though. Like,
Yeah,
she,
no,
she
but the
with
girls
shit.
in the video, Mario. Can we talk
What I
about the
do.
girls?
Jack Cruz.
He said, that's what I do.
This is what I
Come
do.
on,
What I do.
No.
You do it.
Listen, I've seen a
Listen.
lot of videos. Like whoever picked the girls for this video.
They did they big one.
My
Yo.
casting game is serious. I create. Energy is everything.
Wait,
You know what I'm
wait.
saying?
You're involved in your casting process for your
Absolutely.
videos?
This is my energy.
Yes, you
I
was,
love
right?
it. I
Go
love
look
it.
at now. Can I? Do you see this video? Go look at all of my latest videos. Every girl is casted specifically for a specific reason.
Really? Okay.
Gotcha.
It's about the energy of the song. It's about
That's
what I'm
what's
saying.
up.
I'm like, okay, if you look at Like Her Too, for example, I casted this beautiful Cape Verdean queen named Alexa, right? She's like very earthy, and I knew I was doing a very earthy video.
Oh, nice.
So I got her for that video.
Nice.
You feel me?
Right.
I love
And
that.
It was fire. And just, I like the
I
whole...
like the variety too. Like you have, of
course.
You know what? You,
Exactly.
Okay, how old are you now,
Exactly,
Mario?
37.
What? What? Okay, he did
A
good.
grown man.
Yeah,
A
right.
Always
grown
get so
man.
high, girl.
I was like, wait a minute. I don't know why I'm thinking he's
You
like
heard that
20.
acting?
No, because he
I-
looks 20. He
I
looks
thought he was
22.
like 28. I don't know why I'm thinking you're like still in your
He looks
20s.
20.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
do you have kids yet? Do you have kids?
Not yet.
Okay, because I'm looking, I'm going, he's so
You
handsome.
flirting hard right
I'm
now,
not.
girl. I just want to let
You
you
really
know.
are,
Both of y'all,
DeDe.
both of
DeDe.
y'all.
I'm not flirting.
But you know what? You
I'm
talked
telling him
about
he's handsome and he would have beautiful children and
Thank
be
you.
so cute. Look at his lashes.
Thank you.
And
He got
you
long
know,
lashes.
Besides your looks, I do want to say this, and you showed it on the verses. You show it anytime you
Shut
sing a
up, Cruz.
cappella. You show it anytime you get a
What,
chance.
he's
to sing.
talented?
You can. You haven't lost the voice, my
Not at
brother.
all.
Like
I
the
appreciate
voice
you.
is there. Like
Thank
you
you, thank
actually, because a lot of people get away with it. You know, they
Yeah,
can get away
oh
with a
God.
song, a single, two, or a little, maybe even a whole album.
Yeah.
But you actually can sing. Like, and that's the
Listen.
truth to be told.
Well, you
That's
know
the truth.
what? I
It's-
think two things though from that, right? From what he said, one thing from what he said is, because just hearing you and hearing your vibe, you
Yeah.
really, you don't strike me as one of those rappers who do a lot of drugs, up all night doing this and that. I think that has a lot to do with it too. Like you sound,
Taking care
you're
of
very,
your, like,
you
vocal
care about your
cords.
energy. You're very grounded.
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
that matters a lot,
Yeah.
especially in this
Yeah.
industry, and it does translate to your music for
Yeah,
sure.
I think that you just really have to decide like who you want to be
Yeah.
in general, and then understand like, all right, this is about longevity, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you don't want to burn out by doing things that's gonna take away from your gift,
Absolutely.
take away from your bag,
for
take away
sure.
from, and then I got to deal with y'all.
Yeah. But
You
here's
know
my
what I mean?
question.
I gotta deal with y'all on the radio.
DeDe.
I gotta deal with the
Gotta
blogs.
deal with-
You gotta deal with,
All that.
you can't
Superman.
be slipping out here. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay, who do you want to be though? Here's the thing.
You
You
gotta be on
said,
your
let me ask, who does
24/7.
Mario want to be in this game, in this business, on stage? Who do you want to be?
Who I'm gonna be is I'm gonna be a boss. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be somebody who helped to put people in position. But like I feel like artist development is important, and I think I'm just an example of like what we're talking about. It's like longevity is a mindset. And it's
That is
about
so true.
it's about being consistent. Like what you do in your personal life, how you move, how you think, what you ingesting mentally, physically, all of that matters because we selling energy, right?
And you know
so
what?
what type
I
of
love
energy
it.
you selling?
I
What's
love
the
it.
value of it?
I love that, and
feel
no
me?
shade, and this ain't no
Yeah.
shade to nobody, but artist development. We talked about how like quickly Ice Spice and just other people just like make it, and then they don't have the development.
I keep
for
saying what I say after I saw
But
Beyonce. I told every
but
chick
it's-
that's out in the game to watch that girl
It's
perform.
not too late.
Dang it.
Yeah.
It isn't
It's
too
not
late.
too
But
late.
I also feel it's like it's different now. It's a new
Yeah,
age, like the
for
way
sure.
with social media and
Yeah.
like, TikTok giving record deals. Like so, it happens a lot faster.
but will they
and-
stay
which,
as
which
long?
also now puts
throwing
more
them.
pressure because now people can see where you're lacking.
Yep.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
from the door,
Immediately.
right? Yes,
You know what I'm saying? So,
immediately.
yeah.
So if they have the legs. All right, so here's the deal.
Everything
How do,
needs an upgrade.
how do people follow
everything
you?
needs an upgrade.
how do
Everything
you-
in life.
How do people follow you? And by the way, any more acting? Will you stay?
Yes,
yeah.
yes, definitely going to be doing some more acting now that we're getting out of the strike and
Yep.
out of the, oh, you got to do this in order to be on set and all that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That type of thing.
So you got that. Let me see. What about an album? What about?
Yes, next year.
Next year.
I'm
We
working
got-
on a project now. I'm going into album mode right now. Mentally, physically, spirit, everything. So yeah.
So we
that's
got that coming.
Would you
You're
tour?
on tour with
on
Neo.
my album. Yeah, yeah.
You're on tour with Neo right now. Y'all having fun.
Champagne and Roses tour.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
So we having it's fun.
How many more dates left on this tour?
We only got 4 more.
4 more? Where you
more.
going? Where do you know
We
where you're
got-
going?
Yeah, we got California, we got Houston, we got 2 in Cali.
Okay.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. Have you ever been on stage too and forgot where you were? Forgotten where?
Yeah, that happened before.
No!
For sure.
They-
Definitely happened
Y'all
before.
remember we always saw that
gonna say,
commercial?
I done called out wrong states, wrong. Oh yeah.
Really?
What's up, Chicago?
Yeah,
Speaking of
God.
places, I know you from Baltimore.
That's but when the fans love you, they don't
even say nothing?
go crazy on
They
you.
don't.
That's because you're cute. Shoot.
That's because you're
Okay,
cute.
all
It's because of his
right.
Because I've definitely been like, hey, Baltimore. Baltimore's been like, girl, this Atlanta.
Yeah.
And they didn't,
It happens, but
Mario,
not
every-
often. Probably
everything-
twice in my life.
Everything's because you're cute.
Shut up, Cruz. Don't
Are
get
you-
jealous.
are
Hold
you
on a
a-
second, because you're so
Yeah, yeah.
obsessed with
No,
your
I'm
looks.
not.
You just
I
mad
am.
somebody walked up in the room and you got
That's
competition.
fine.
Woo!
I didn't wear my chains
She
today.
said-
I felt a little beaten. I felt a little defeated. You a Baltimore Ravens fan? Talk sports real quick.
Yeah, I am a Ravens fan. I haven't been watching sports. I ain't gonna hold you.
You've
Man.
been
I've
too
been
busy.
working, but yeah, I'm still a Baltimore Ravens fan.
I'm not.
I'm still a fan.
You know
My
what?
last question.
What's your
I'm a
team?
Steelers fan.
My last
Steelers?
question.
Okay.
We
Sound like a
talked about
Steelers fan.
we talked about
You sound like
variety.
you sound like a Steeler, a hater. About it.
He is a hater. Oh my God, such a big hater. You don't have to experience that though. I do. But it's such. You talked about variety. Would you ever do like a not Pond the Replay type of like Caribbean vibe song?
Afrobeat.
Yeah, for sure.
Afrobeat.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I just met with this. I don't even know if they call it Afrobeat, but he's like one of the originators of the new Afrobeat sound. He's a producer. I forgot his name, but like yeah, that's definitely something I'm going to
see that.
Because
explore.
I want to hear that.
I think I would explore it more either as one single or a specific project.
Okay.
Like a whole
Geared towards that because I feel like Africa is so vast and there's so many different styles of Afrobeat
That's true.
that I feel like doing one style just for a quick would do a disservice unless it just makes sense. But
Right.
I would want to do a project and really go to Africa and really like
Embrace it.
Tap
Yeah.
in.
Yeah. I like that.
sure.
All right. Well, real quick, if somebody's listening and they want to follow you online, how do they follow you?
at Mario Worldwide
All right.
on Instagram.
Mario Worldwide.
Mario Worldwide.
Everybody, make sure you see him. He's got the new song out. What's wrong with
I'm
you?
gonna need you to start looking at me the way you're looking at Mario.
I'm just looking because I think he's such a handsome man. And
I'm
I'm sorry.
listen,
Hold on a second. This one's here is getting jealous, Keita. You
He
see
is
him?
so
First of all,
jealous.
He doesn't know what to do when there's another man in the room that's good looking.
funny, man.
Oh, he's
I love
Mr.
the
Good
energy.
looking. Yeah. This
No,
one
you
here.
have great energy
Thank
too.
you.
by the
Thank
way.
you.
You
That's-
have
She
amazing
does.
energy.
See?
She does.
There
I'm on
it
your
is.
ass after he
I
leaves,
like your
though.
whole style. The earphones is fire.
Yeah,
you
they're
look like
torn up.
You look like you about to sing like a
Well, you know, DeDe
Afrocentric,
can sing.
She can sing.
soulful.
Oh, good.
Like-
there it is.
You about to he about to get your Erykah Badu on or something.
Thank you
I don't
very
know.
much,
Hey.
Mario. I love
Well,
it.
Mario,
All
I
right.
learned how
Yeah.
to braid. I did. No disrespect. I can braid
said,
now.
"I learned how to
Well,
braid."
not
I'ma have
braid.
to
I can
grow
do
my hair
plaits. Yeah, grow your hair black. I can do
I'm gonna have to grow
plaits.
it back.
Well, listen, we love that you came in here.
For
Will you
sure.
come back
Yeah, for
again?
real. Of course,
Please.
DeDe.
I would love for
Appreciate
you to
y'all.
come back.
Love the
Yeah,
energy.
for sure.
Appreciate y'all.
Everybody, please give it up for Mario.
Mario.